Good morning, friends. Good morning, fans. Good morning, enemies, haters. You name it. You're all welcome. Uh, Another day, a wax and a wane. Do you? I'll let you know what I'm talking about. I have absolutely no doubt, not in my mind, not in my heart, not in my soul, that what happened in that rally, supposedly someone tried to assassinate so and so, right? Is orchestrated, is fabricated, and it has precedence. Do you remember? I don't recall the year when Trump was in a rally in either Arizona or Nevada or somewhere in the west of the U.S., southwest of the U.S. And the same thing happened, but apparently there wasn't as elaborate, and they rushed him out off the stage and blah blah blah. What does it? I mean, I'm not a forensic investigator or a police officer or a security or FBI or National Snoop Dogs agency or Kill IA or whatever it is. No, I am not. But you know what? When I look at something, I use reason and logic, and I can clearly see something is wrong in there. Number one, the movements, blah 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 blah, and the reactions and interactions and so on and so forth. But then I took a close up. I zoomed on one of the photos on the ear, right? Really? Where is the wound, you smart people? Where is the wound? Yeah, there was like he popped something in there, right? And that's something that spewed some ketchup or beet juice or some beet juice. That has the texture of blood, that has the look of a blood, right? Or something of the sort, right? But then his hair just above the ear has not been disturbed. It's combed and everything else, kempt and combed and hasn't been disturbed. If a bullet passed by your ear, right, at the speed of supersonic speed, it will disturb your hair. You get it? So, there's so much at stake, folks. Now, let me leave that alone because I can clearly see so many Americans, in the least, those who are with, supporting Biden, in the least, and the others too. Now there's like a lot of people that are now suspicious at what has happened, right? Due to the circumstances, due to what they've seen, due to so and so and so and so. Look, this is gonna wax and wane. That is a sign of desperation. I mean, what will these guys resort to in order to get to the White House? Putin and Netanyahu and Ayatollah and Mao Zedong and Dilong and others as well. You got those guys from spanning from Argentina. They're scattered all over concentrated, not scattered. From Argentina all the way around the globe, all the way to here, right? Back again, like around the globe, right? This is a very elaborate conspiracy, folks. This is a very elaborate desperation. These guys are willing to do anything to get back into the White House. So much at stake. And then the most important factor is like there are few things: money, right? Money, dineros, right? These guys want trillion, these guys want billions, and all that they stole and caused the economy of the U.S. to crash and caused the misery of the U.S. Citizen and financial woes and so on. These guys are not going to quit, nor will they return the stolen goods back. No. That's it. And all those for Trump's here now, they're waiting for more billions. That's all there's to it. Two, they want to take you on perpetual wars. They're going to send you again back into Afghanistan, into Iraq, into Syria, into here and there to shore up the dictators, the butchers. So it will be kill and get killed and perpetual wars and poverty and so on. And your dollar is going to crash. Why? Because these guys, the Trumpites and the Putinites and the MBS and MBZ, right? MEBS and MEBS of the Gulf region, and General Sisi of Egypt, and Haftar of Libya, and all those monkeys, right? Affing Gesicht. Yeah, monkey faces, right? You know what? And your Macron and your Scholz, oh man. Scholz is pretending to be with Ukraine, but look again, so does Macron, right? and so does that guy Shaggy Johnson, remember? And then Sunak, right? Rishi Snack, and and so on and so forth. Folks, I have no doubt that Americans can clearly see what this was all about. I mean, it came, if whoever did it, number one, they misdesigned it. You know, the plot is messed up. You know, they show you that the shooter was down between the standing between the crowds, among the crowds, and then the bullet, you know, went whizzed by ear, and there's a shooter. Man, this is weird, man. What happens? They search everyone who comes into the crowd, right? Two, they monitor the activities and so on. And you know, they showed you that body on the roof. Look again, that photo is doctored. I didn't even use special software to find out that photo of a body laying on the roof is doctored. Maybe not. Okay, let me tell you something. You guys, you MAGAs don't know. Number one, I don't know if two people are killed, like they say, then that's a conspiracy, right? If they weren't killed, that's also a conspiracy. What does that mean? They're willing to waste two of the spectators of the MAGAs who made their way all the way from wherever they come to meet with Trump and support him and so on, and they shot them, right? Just to give authenticity or realistic feel for the assassination attempt. So you MAGAs, look again, man. Look again. Look what they've done to you, right? And not just that, they also went into a frenzy, right? All right, get that process. All right. So they went into a frenzy, the media and the politicians and all over the world. If you speak a different language than I am and read and listen to all those echoes and shouts and barks and so on, oh man, you should see those Shiites and those Alawites and those whoever Middle Eastern, the butchers and the dictators and the despots and the authoritarians and the totalitarianists and so on. Oh, they're singing and barking and yelling for Trump and against Biden. Why? Because Trump is going to come now and whack few millions for them, right? They're waiting for him. You Americans, MAGA or whoever you are, what have you done under another MAGA, Bush, and another MAGA, Bush, the MAGA, father of the MAGA, right? That's George H. and George W. Bush or Bush, right? Iranian name. And before that, and before that, and before that, all those who took you to war in Vietnam, and they're all one and the same, and they're all behind Trump now. That's it. Trump comes in, you're into perpetual wars. That's it. The guy is going to become your dictator, the Lenin and the Stalin. That's it. They won't let it go, folks. And I wrote on Twitter that this guy may actually, he's grooming his son Baron, right, to take over. You know, the son of what is it, the Slovakian or you know, the KGB woman that lived in the White House for 4 years, right, and now have access to intelligence, right, briefings. So Putin has it too, right? You get it? You understand? So I'm gonna remind you again. This is not gonna benefit Trump anymore. No. If you thought this, what happened, what you've done on yesterday on that rally, in that rally, is going to increase your chances of going back to the White House. No, just wait few days, few days, and it's already evident and obvious that Americans do suspect what happened and just can't buy it anymore. So if for Biden's supporters and for the undecided and the swing states, these are Biden's. Actually, what you did yesterday is not going to change their mind, right? It reinforced their knowledge of what's going on, and if they had been suspicious about something, they are sure now. They're confident that what happened was actually an orchestrated or a staged WWE. You know, like what happened yesterday is good for a WWE wrestling session, right? Give me a second. Heck, even for WWF or WWE session, this is lousy, this is clumsy what you did yesterday. That's it. And now among the whites there is some kind of some of them, those who are educated, those who are they're looking at it and something's fishy there, right? You white America, I'm going to talk to you again. This guy Putin comes into the White House. This is totalitarianism. You can equate it and think of it in parallel of Lenin and Stalin. That's it. Not just that. Now you're in perpetual wars, and your dollar is going, like Trump and Putin and MBS and MBZ, right? And Ayatollahs and Di Lung. Remember when Mariel and her husband, Courage the Cowardly Dog, went to China? And Di Lung, he looks like Xi Jinping, right? Right? So he tried to do away with them. These guys, folks, are what's called the BRICS, B-R-I-C-S, B-R-I-C-S. Google that as much as you're Googling Project 2025, which is the manifesto, Communist Manifesto. It originated from the thinking of communism, those revolutionaries and New World Order and stuff like that, the Karl Marx and the Friedrich Engels and Lenin and Stalin and quite a few thinkers, right? But now I'm going to tell those Heritage Foundationers, right? They're riding high and so on. Just remember what Stalin did. He got rid of quite few of those who supported him and brought him into power and theorized for him and so on. One of which who survived the assassination or the killing or the gulags or whatnot is Trotsky, Borenstein. Go look it up. So you foundation, if you're not one of those, Stalin and Lenin and Trump and so on, you better resign or get out now. Because if that's a big if, Trump goes back to the White House, that's Putin, you're the first ones to go. It happened, exactly same thing happened in Germany under Nazism. Same thing happened under communism, under Lenin and Stalin. Same thing happened in China under Mao Zedong. Same thing happened in Iran. Same thing happened in Cuba. Same thing happened in Chile, Pinochet. And here and there, same thing happened in Arabia. They used to go take those opposition leaders or whoever brought them into power, and they used to throw them into the empty swath, or as you call it in the West, the empty quarter. And they would die in 2 days or so, something like this. The heat kills them right there and then, and slowly, right? It takes 2 days or 3 days before it's all over, right? And they die like, they dry up so fast that if you go dig now, you may find them as is, right? Just dried up, right? Like mummified, out of thirst and pain and so on. They used to take them there by helicopter, right? And drop them there. So that's that. Talk about deep state. Deep state now has always been here, but now they are changing the rule from semi-independent but influenced to totalitarianism. That's it. What happened yesterday is a fake. What happened yesterday is a staged event. What happened yesterday is heavily orchestrated. What happened yesterday is an elaborate plot that is going on to get back into the White House, and it's not going to benefit Trump. It's that simple, right? Because Americans, as they are now, they're fixed. Yesterday I was reading this Al Jazeera, right? Which is one of those Israeli thing, right? Excuse me. Right? And they immediately, within an hour, how they do that, I don't know, right? And of course, I proved them liars. They said that Trump's percentage went from so and so to like, astronomically false number, right? I was like, how do they do that, right? So lying is going on, and the psychological blitz will continue. That blitz, a relentless attack, onslaught, blitz of psychological carpet, they're like carpet bombing you with psychological innuendos and spinners and that's going to continue until the election. Don't give up. Don't be demoralized. Americans, you for Biden, spread the word. This will vanish in a couple of days, and many Americans clearly see something is really fishy with it. Let me remind you, this is not the first time it happens. Every dictator across history, every dictator had people attempt on his life. And it was fake, and they always survived, right? Hitler, Stalin, Lenin, Nasser of Egypt, Ayatollahs, MBS. The other day, they supposedly like a year ago or 2 years ago or something like that, they flew drones into his lavish palace or whatever. They're liars, right? It's staged, and then wherever you go, every dictator across history had a assassination attempt on him, or maybe more than once, and they supposedly all failed. Nasser of Egypt, he came and, oh man, the guy worked out some real nasty bloodshed in there, right? Supposedly somebody fired 9 bullets at him and they missed, right? And he stood there, oh, don't be afraid of the traitors, blah, blah, blah. It was staged, folks. There was no bullets there. And like I said, take a close look at the ear. The hair is kempt and combed, and the ear, there's no wound in it. He says there's a wound. I don't see a wound, right? And like I said, those people who are killed there, they're either fake, and that's a conspiracy. They whisked them out, took them somewhere where they are no longer available. Or if they're killed, then you MAGAs can be wasted just for a photo up like that, right? Just to prove something right when it's wrong. So wake up, folks. And like I said, Joby is a decent guy, Joe Biden. He called, and he felt sorry and blah blah for him, and denounced and denounced violence, and so did Bill Clinton and so on. While this guy is, believe me, if it was the other way around, this guy would be barking at them like like a rabid dog. That's all there is to it. Good, folks. You Democrats, don't be demoralized. Don't be psyched out. Don't be, just get up and fight. Stay where you are and propagate and spread the word. And things are getting better for Biden, believe me. If the deep state, right, is supporting anyone now, it's supporting Trump. I assure you. Have a nice day, my friends. And hey, there's nothing they can do now to really sway the election one way or the other, right? That's it. I mean, people are fixed, and actually Biden attracted the undecided after the debate, and then afterwards, and then now with what happened yesterday, Biden is attracting more votes, is attracting more supporters, and that's all I can tell you. Have a nice day, my friends, and get up and fight. Joby, you're doing fine, man. That's what I hope. Take care.